Right, let's get back to our top story. And ANC Deputy President David Mabuza will be sworn in as a Member of Parliament today. His swearing in was delayed last week after the ANC's Integrity Commission found he put the party into disrepute. Our Samkele Maseko is following that story and he joins me now in studio. Samkele, good to see you as always. So does this mean that Deputy President David Mabuza has been cleared?
At this point in time, you can't say that the Integrity Commission is a deciding structure. It only recommends to the ANC, NEC, then the ANC's NEC will endorse or reject that recommendation by the Integrity Commission. But it seems as if they have cleared David Mabuza, the Deputy President of the ANC, paving way for him to effectively be sworn in as the second in command at the Union buildings in the West Wing as probably the incoming Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, even though Zizi Godwa may argue that you can't link the Deputy Presidency position of the ANC to that of the Deputy Presidency of the country. But in many instances, you've had Deputy Presidents of the ANC being Deputy Presidents of the country. It basically means David Mabuza is on his way back into cabinet, on his way back as the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa, when he will be sworn in as a Member of Parliament this afternoon at 4 o'clock at the Sifako Makgato Presidential Guest House in Pretoria. He will be taking oath. He will be being sworn in as an MP by Chief Justice Mogoeng.
Now, the President Ramaphosa has delayed announcing his cabinet. Of course, we're still waiting for that to see who will be in this cabinet. Will it be a smaller cabinet than we've seen in the past? But the question to you right now is how much has the Integrity Commission played in that delay? Because there are other leaders within the ANC who went before the Integrity Commission.
That would be a question of, out of the 22 names who have been hurled before the Integrity Commission, who of those has the President eyed out to be ministers and deputy ministers? There's been a lot of speculation saying that the likes of Zizi Godwa, the former ANC spokesperson and head of the ANC presidency at Luthuli House, may be getting blue lights. He may be becoming a minister. You've got the likes of Women's League President Batabile Dlamini, who is a minister in the presidency responsible for women and children, former Minister of Social Development in the country. She's been tipped to be getting a ministry as well. So you've got those sort of leaders within the ANC. You've also got Thabang Makwetla, who's a deputy minister. It's not yet clear whether he's been hurled before the Integrity Commission. He's got his own shenanigans, particularly surrounding Busasa, the facilities management company. You've got Gwede Mantashe, the ANC's national chairperson, who's been before the Integrity Commission last week Friday. He's the current or the outgone Minister of Mineral Resources, who may possibly be coming back should. There's also speculation that the Department of Energy and Minerals will be merged, and there will be one ministry, and you may have to the President may have to choose between Jeff Khatebe and Gwede Mantashe for that specific ministry. And you've got DD Mabuza, who's also appeared before the Integrity Commission last week Friday alongside Gwede Mantashe. So it will depend on how many names the President out of that 22 has eyed, and what does this reconfiguration of cabinet entail. I understand that he did brief the ANC's special NEC about the reconfiguration of cabinet in that NEC that was held last week Monday in Cape Town. It's not yet clear how many ministries there will be. Initially, the information we had received from NEC members is that there would be 25 ministries and 22 deputy ministers. The number seems now to have changed a bit, so you may possibly find that there will be more than 25 ministers in this reconfigured cabinet. So those are the issues that the President is playing around with. It's not yet clear whom will be minister, whom will not be minister, and the question is, the ANC held its top 6 meeting yesterday. Yep. Surely the President did brief the top 6 about his cabinet. Have the ministers been called? Who will be?
Surely by now they would have been called. The other issue has to be who they leave behind at Luthuli House, because that's important as well. Who is going to run Luthuli House after this? Are we going to see some new faces?
No, you would not necessarily see new faces at Luthuli House. It's ANC standard that it's in the ANC constitution. Last I checked, last I read it, that the Secretary General is full-time, the Deputy Secretary General is full-time, the Treasurer General is full-time. Those are the only 3 top 6 members who are full-time at Luthuli House. Then you've got new positions which they've made full-time, which is the National Organizer, headed by Senzo Mchunu. That will possibly be vacant now as he is heading to the National Assembly and possibly could get a ministry. You've got Dakota Lekgoto, who's the Deputy Chairperson of Organizing. He's there. He may just be moved up to Chairperson of Organizing, and they'd need to bring someone else in to be with him. Then you've got if I'm not mistaken, also there are other positions which have also been touted and made to be full-time, particularly in that ANC conference in 2012, which saw Senzo Mkhulu, now head of organizing, being full-time at Luthuli House, but he's going to Parliament. They'll have to bring in new people to fill up those roles, and also who may head up the ANC's presidency since Zizi Kodwa is heading to Parliament.
I've got one quick question to ask you, Samkele. We had the EFF leader in studio today, and he had come out and warned the president not to include Pravin Gordhan in his cabinet or watch out. Now the problem is, does the president go and say, pander to the request of the opposition? That makes him look weak. What do you think he's going to do?
Constitutionally, the president can't act against Pravin Gordhan if he is appealing on an urgent basis or just an ordinary appeal on the public protector's report into his granting of early retirement to one of the employees at SARS or former employees at SARS. So it's the president can't act if Pravin Gordhan, the minister or the former minister of public enterprises, is appealing that particular or taking that particular rule or particular matter of the public protector, or that finding by the public protector on review. The president can't act. It's unconstitutional. Can't act until there's a definite ruling on the particular matter, if it's taken on legal review by Pravin Gordhan.
And the finding is binding as well.
The finding is binding if Minister Pravin Gordhan doesn't take it on legal review. But since it's on legal review, it's a pending legal matter, and the president can't make any determination on Pravin Gordhan because it does not know what the legal review may recommend. For instance, you've got the legal review, which was when the Faded Dairy Farm report was taken on legal review. The public protector's report was basically put aside, and she has to start that investigation all over again. So you do not know what will happen on the Pravin Gordhan matter, but if he does not take it on legal review, it is binding, and the president has to act on it. If it's taken on review, he doesn't have to act at this point in time until the legal review process is done. And then if Pravin Gordhan loses or if he wins, then it puts the public protector or the president in a conundrum.